Welcome, welcome, welcome to the SubHub podcast. I'm MK Sullivan.
And I'm Dani Moreno, and today we are coming to you guys with the Golden Trail World Series 2025 final happening in Italy. I can't believe we are here. Where did
I
that
was,
go?
I was just about to say, it feels like the time between World Champs and Golden Trail was supposed to be longer in my head. And when we sat down last week to be like, what else should we try to do before MK goes into labor? It was like, oh my God, Golden Trail's like now.
Yeah, it is crazy. It actually might be, is it a shorter gap between this and World Champs versus UTMB and World Champs?
Yeah. I think we're only
Wow.
2 weekends.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
insane. What an
But
interesting thing to try and solve if you don't live in Europe, like flying wise.
yeah. I think most people stayed after World Championships if they were, at the World Championships.
Yeah, no, definitely. But it's gonna be super exciting, guys. Like looking at the standings, looking at athletes who ran at World Champs and or UTMB, say ETC or OCC is probably a vast majority of these athletes. We've got a great race on our hands, which we are excited about. I do have some athletes that I'm particularly excited about. So before we dive into these rankings, let's first dive into the course. So this course is 21K with 1,600 meters of ascent, roughly 13 miles with 5,800 feet, or sorry, 5,800 feet, which is it's a little bit beefier than Broken Arrow. I always just use that as a reference point for
Yeah,
people.
for US
Yeah.
athletes.
So,
And interestingly, we don't have a prologue this year.
oh,
I just noticed that. We didn't talk about this yesterday, but yeah, the race is just like one day.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like I'm if or like I don't know. I could not care less for the prologue, but I don't see what purpose it serves besides getting the athletes tired and picking up some extra points. I'm like, if you're here to race for like the final, in a way, I feel like it actually rewards athletes who committed to the series all year by just having one race.
Yeah, and I think Greg probably did understand that like most of the athletes would be running world champs too, and so trying to come back 2 weekends later and do two races, even though the prologue's usually only like a 10K, like that's still an hour.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
usually not just uphill, it's up down.
Yeah, it's usually like a 20 to 45-minute hard hitter of a tempo, like 2 days
Yeah.
before the race. So, yeah, I couldn't agree more. But this course is happening, or this race, in the Ledro Valley in Italy. Um, and it's the iconic Ledro Sky course, which, to be honest, I hadn't heard of this course before. So it sounds like a course that was more or less already set in stone. And from looking at the clips that Rachel Tomashik has been putting up, it seems like a very classic Golden Trail final in the sense that it's pretty technical, like lots of rocks, lots of roots. The course essentially, you have like a pretty good climb for 6 miles, and then you're meandering kind of like on a rolling plateau, one more kicker of an uphill. Then you have like your first downhill, but I'm just calling it all one downhill because that first little uphill isn't that long. So that's like 4 to 5 miles. And then you have a tough climb at like 10 and a half miles. So with only 5K to go, roughly, that lasts a mile and a half. And then you have the final downhill. So I imagine that last uphill and downhill is not that technical, but a vast majority of this is quite steep.
Yeah, I think Rachel posted on her Instagram that the average grade was like 19% or something.
Chill,
Super
chill.
chill. And yeah, so we've seen some content from Rachel. The other thing that I've seen a lot of is like the ridge line that I'm assuming is after that first 6 mile climb. And it looks gorgeous, but it kind of looks like not a trail.
Yeah, you're just like on the ridge itself. Yeah, seeing the
Yeah.
clips of that as well. Because I think she posted some stories too, or Lauren Gregory did, because they were out on a run.
Yeah.
And yeah, it kind of looks like if you are following Remy Bonnet's Instagram, like whenever he's running on a ridge, it kind of looks like that vibe. But outside of the course, they're gonna have near perfect weather, folks. Like it is interesting because I feel that. Laura was last year's final.
It was
Switzerland?
also in Italy, right?
I'm pretty
Was
sure it was
last year
Switzerland.
Noli?
No, last year
Oh,
was
two
like
years ago
that
was Noli.
muddy, remember like Lauren Gregory's downhill
Oh,
Naomi?
yes. Yeah, okay.
So it was like muddy and wet. And then the year before that was Noli. That was pretty good
Dry.
weather.
Yeah.
But a lot more times than not, Golden Trail World Series final, because of where it lands in the year, you're 8 out of 10 times you're having to deal with like mud and rain and stuff like that. But y'all, they have 75 degrees with 65% humidity. So it's like a little humid, but it's kind of perfect, to be honest.
Yeah. I would say for Italy, like 65% humidity is not too humid. I feel
No,
like every
not
time
too
I've been
humid.
there, it's been like 90% and you're just like melting.
Exactly. It's gonna feel nice.
Also, I'm gonna apologize to our listeners now. Tommy's been making fun of me. The closer I get to this like baby coming out, the more I'm speaking in just sounds instead of like actual words. So if I make sounds like that and you're like, what is she saying? I'm sorry.
She's just auditory now.
Yeah. Tommy said I'm getting closer every day to not using any words. So,
That's fair. That's fair.
um,
Well, before we dive into, I mean, this is kind of the top players, but top runners, top players. We just want to take a shout out to our cool sticker collab with Wild Strides Paper Company because these are all sub ultra baddies. They are all racing underneath a marathon. And so if you guys haven't checked it out or seen or heard, we did a collab with Wild Strides Paper Company. This is run with Grayson Murphy, Courtney Coppinger, Rachel Tomaszek, who are all racing this weekend. But we have a really cute sticker pack. One is like a sticker sheet that has cute little phrases like full send, single track shredder, I love uphill. And then we also have single stickers, less than 26.2, sub ultra baddie, QOM, KOM. So if you guys want to check out those stickers, go to wildstridespaper.com and use our code SUBHUB15 for 15% off because you all are sub ultra baddies as well.
yes. Hopefully Courtney and Rachel have them like on their water bottles or something,
Oh,
getting
they're
ready for
so
the
cute.
race.
Yes.
Should we talk about the athletes or should we talk a little bit about like who the course will suit first? Because,
Let's let's do rankings first and then go
okay.
into yeah.
All right, because we have like a bit of a mix here of athletes who decided to compete at world championships and athletes who did not, which definitely makes the whole dynamic pretty interesting, I think. Let's start on the women's side. Our number one ranked athlete, Madalina Florea, for Scott running, has not raced or did not race at the World Championships for the first time, I think, since like, this new format started. But she's had like a hell of a first half of the year because she was second at Kobe, third at China. She won Noli. She was second at Broken Arrow and third at Tepec Trail in Mexico. So she basically ran every single race prior to what was that, July? And then has seemingly kind of been, well, she also ran Sears and all, but otherwise has seemingly been like fairly quiet and training for this final.
She also won ETC,
Oh, yeah.
which was actually that field is getting better and better, I would say,
Yeah.
each year.
I mean, it's
And
most of these athletes a lot of the time.
yeah, and it looks like she ran a couple races in Romania right after that, but then she's been quiet, and that was like a 9K and a 22K. So definitely getting ready for this race. Yep. Next up, we have second overall in the ranking, Sarah Lonzo, who is potentially coming in a little tired. You never know with Sarah, but like she was second at Worlds and she recently was fourth at OCC. So she's had a big second half of the season, but she unexpectedly had a pretty quiet middle half because she got hit by the cow and broke her rib. So that actually, looking back, might have been a blessing in disguise because she kicked off the year with two huge wins at Kobe and Zagama.
Yeah, I saw something on her Strava this morning about how her taper is not ideal, but with Sarah, you just never really know.
Yeah.
Our third place woman is Caroline Kim Mutai, who won the race over in China this year, but is also the Sears and All winner after Joylene was removed from the results. She was originally signed up to run short trail. I'm pretty sure Dani and I highlighted her, but she did not run, so she's coming into this race much more fresh than Sarah or Malin.
Yeah, definitely. Next up, speaking of which, we have Malin Osa, who's fourth. She was third at Sagama early this year. I do believe she was second at the Austria race. That was EmKay will double check that. She recently did start short trail, but she was struggling with some cramping, so had to drop out. So coming in with fresher legs than she expected. I know she's super bummed about World Trail Champs, so thinking she might turn that around and put that into this final.
Yeah, I thought I could get it pulled up fast, but my I'm pretty slow here. Oh yeah, it was second. She was second at Pitts Alpine and third
Nice.
at Kobe Trail. So she's had a crusher every year this year.
Crusher.
Um, our fifth place is Joyce and Jeru, who won the Broken Arrow Sky Race earlier this year. Um, I don't want to count Joyce out because I don't think you ever can, but just hasn't had quite the like show-stopping year that she had last year.
Yeah, I would
But
say so
also did
too.
not run world champs like we expected her to.
Um, I think you're thinking of Phileas. Joyce did run.
Oh, Joyce did run. She ran up down. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember what place, but she did run. And then next up, we have sixth place overall. These are the overall rankings, folks. Lauren Gregory representing Nike. She won the Tepec Trail in Mexico, was fourth at Broken Arrow, and recently was fifth at World Champs. Top five at World Champs and the classic or Mountain Classic, so the up down.
And then we have Valeris Kasang, who was second at Il Golfo this year. Also somebody else that just like hasn't had the year that I thought she would have. Like she was 14th at Sears and All this year, which I'm not saying is a bad performance because as we know, Sears and All is one of the deepest fields, is the deepest field in trail running. But she's won this race before, so I just expected like a little bit more from her at that race.
Yeah, no, definitely. And just to bring it back just a smidge, Joyce was fourth at the Classic and Lauren Gregory was fifth, and they were kicking, trying to outkick each other. So I'm
Whew.
excited for that rematch. So close. In eighth place overall, we have Rosa Laura Faliu. She was fourth at Zagama and fourth at Noli. And I do want to say that she actually crushed the long trail at the World
Oh
Champs.
yeah, I think you're right. Ninth place Naomi Lang recently won Pitt's Alpine Glacier as her first Golden Trail race win, but she was third at Sarah Alonso. She was third at World Championships in a tough battle with Sarah Alonso all day. So I have a feeling I think she's going to be a little bit tired coming into this race. We were like kind of on the fence about Naomi for short trail anyways because it was a much longer race than what we've seen her do in the past. Double that up with, coming back here 2 weeks later, we'll have to see. She might surprise us again, but Naomi Lang probably a little tired along the same lines as Sarah Alonso.
Yeah, she was third at Mont Blanc earlier this year, but time-wise, yeah, World Champs was like an hourish longer. And she was third at ETC, so she did ETC
Yeah,
Worlds. But yeah, Naomi's having an insane year. And rounding out the top 10, we have Anna Gibson, America's sweetheart, third at the uphill at World Champs. And she was podium at Broken Arrow in third place. So, yep, absolutely crushing it. And then just to the 11th through 15th, as far as the overall rankings, Takako Takamura, uh, Japanese athlete, 12th, Marina Vey, French athlete for Nike, 13th, Courtney Coppinger, Brooks, American athlete, 14th, Alice Gaggi, Brooks, Italian athlete, and 15th, Rachel Tomajic, Merrill, American athlete. All
it's
right,
a lot of
let's
Americans in the top 15, which
well, that's
we
one of
haven't seen
my
in a bit.
speculations for this final.
Real quick
Um,
though, I do want to circle back because we talked about this yesterday and then we forgot. Caroline Kimutai is actually not listed in the top 10 contenders on Instagram for Golden Trail,
yes.
which is curious. Not sure if she's hurt, or she is also a part of the Millimani runners. So speculation that maybe they're banned from something. I don't know because Sierra's and all banned the entire team.
Yeah.
But she also didn't end up at Worlds, so maybe she's just hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. So we don't know what's going on there, but she's doesn't appear to be running based
She's the
off of
only, yeah,
Instagram.
she's the only
Because
person
like
from the top 10 list that's not included on the Instagram top 10 contenders.
exactly. Yeah, which that would be an easy one considering that she won Sierras and all this year.
Yeah.
All right, going over to the men before we dive into some uh, projections. Leading the men's overall ranking, we have Elhousine Elazzoui, last year's men's winner, representing Team Normal from Morocco. He won Zagama this year, won Broken Arrow, was top 10 at Sears and all. Didn't run Worlds, didn't run any UTMB races. This man is coming in with very, very fresh legs.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, the top 10 at Sears and all was a huge performance for him compared to like other years at Sears and all, but knowing El Hossein, he's probably just fine from that performance. Next up, we have Patrick Kipngeno, who won Kobe in China, started off the year strong, just like he did the year before. He was third at Broken Arrow, second at Tepec Trail, and second at Sears and all. And he was recently just third in the uphill world championships. So he's been pretty busy. He did not compete in WMRA World Cup, I believe, which Philemon actually did. So maybe he was just taking a bit of a break there, but still quite a busy year. Uh, I don't know that that really matters for somebody like Patrick, though, because a lot of what he does is like short uphill, anyhow.
Yeah. Next up, we have his teammate, Philemon Kiriago, also team run together from Kenya. He won Sears and all this year. He won Noli. He was second at the Great Wall, second at Kobe, and at Broken Arrow. A lot of second places. And he's recently coming off a big win at the Mountain Classic at World Champs. So, homie's ready to go.
Yeah, I would say like in the past, Philemon has obviously been on the podium at a lot of these races, but it was never like, oh, I would pick Philemon to like win the final. But based on his performances at WMRA World Cup and World Championships and Sears and all, I think even though he's third on this list, he's like a serious favorite.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. No, definitely. I think he's
Um,
lethal.
Yeah. And right behind him, another team run together teammate, Michael Solello Seoli, who was third at Sears and all and fourth at Pitt's Alpine Glacier this year. He was so, I should have looked this up earlier. I'm pretty sure he was second at vertical. I think he beat Patrick.
I have it up. Um, he was not.
Okay. It was
Yeah.
another team run together guy.
It was Richard Omaya.
Oh, yes, Atuya.
Oh, too, yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Um, yeah, it doesn't appear he was in the top 10 there. And then, oh, he was six in the up down.
Okay. I knew he had run something at World Champs, so
Yeah, crushing it. Top five, so fifth overall in the rankings currently is Daniel Patisse of Brooks with his highlight is a third at Sagama, which those are great photos. Absolutely emotional there.
yes. And then up next we have Taylor Stack, our lone American in not lone American in the top 15, but lone American in the top 10. Taylor has had a pretty decent year. He did really well at Broken Arrow, but then also came back and got a podium at Pitt's Alpine Glacier. And that race was like definitely more competitive than I thought it would be, being the weekend before Sears and all.
Yeah, no, I definitely would agree with that. And he was recently 12th at the Mountain Classic and 12th at Sears and all. So, yeah, Taylor, it appears he seems to thrive on more technical courses. So this one will probably suit him. Next up, seventh overall, we have Roberto Delorenzini representing Delorenzi Brooks. He has a handful of, oh, he has a fourth place at Tepec Trail and an eighth place at Noli. And then right behind him in eighth overall, we have Caesar Maestri, Italian runner for Nike. He was fourth at Noli, which is the highlight of his year, and also a fifth at the Great Wall Trail Run.
And then we have Dominic Rowley, who was seventh at Sears and All and seventh at Pitts Alpine Glacier. And then finishing out our top 10 on the men's side, I'm sorry, Pierre, but I'm probably going to say your last name wrong. Pierre Galborden, who runs
Okay.
for Team Brooks. And he was eighth at the Great Wall Race, 10th at Noli, and sixth at Solomon Pitts Alpine Glacier. It's interesting looking at the kind of like makeup of points on the women's and the men's side. It seems like on the women's side, the top 10 have a lot of like big performances, like at least
Yeah.
one or two on their results. Whereas like the men, like from fifth to 15th, have like a bunch of like fourth to 10th places to their names instead of like the podium kind of being spread out.
Yeah, I literally just noticed that too. And I think a lot of it has to do with the dominance of Elhousine, Patrick, and Philemon.
Yeah.
Like, if they're all in the same race, it's going to be some combo of them on the podium 9 out of 10 times. Like, I don't think that is a high percentage to say that. Like, I think that's literally the truth, which is
Yes.
crazy to think about. Um, but
Whereas
before
the
we
women's is a little bit more diverse, yeah, depending on the
Yeah,
day.
the wins are spread out. The second places are spread out. Yeah, it's super interesting. Rounding out the top 15 ranked, we have Damian Bogdan, Romanian athlete.
Just competed in long trail, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, dang. 12th place, Timothy Cabet of the Millimani Runners. He won the Pitts Alpine, actually. 13th, Joey Hadorn from Solomon. 14th, Christian Allen, American from Nike. And 15th, Yuho Yinin Yilin of Hoka.
Finnish athlete, yeah.
Oh,
And
Finnish.
Christian
Nice.
Allen was recently fourth at the uphill, which huge day.
Yeah. So now that we've gone through these rankings, who do you think this course is suiting out of, these top 10? Like, is there anyone that it really suits so much that they're going to move up in the rankings?
Move up in the rankings.
I see a
Mm,
couple names.
yeah, I would say on the men's side, probably Taylor Stack. Um, although he did just run the up down. Obviously, I think Elhousine is more fresh than somebody like Philemon. I was just saying Philemon could be like a big favorite, but Elhousine, this is kind of like his bread and butter, like pretty technical, steep downhills. Um, and then on the women's side, I mean, is even though I just said she'd be tired, like Naomi Lang, this is an ideal course for her based on the videos that we've seen from Rachel Tomaszek.
Yeah, I think the biggest push up is going to be someone like Lauren Gregory and like
Yeah,
potentially Joyce, because Lauren's got that speed, and this is a short course, and she can run technical downhill. I could see her bumping up into the podium, honestly. If like Caroline truly doesn't show up, she's gonna bump all the way down. And then it's kind of this battle of like fresh-legged Malin v. Joyce v. Lauren v. Naomi Lang. But
yeah,
I do
because
potentially think Naomi is the most tired of those four because she did short trail.
yeah. And Madalina is on top right now. She's had an incredible season, but we have seen her get pretty hurt in these like kind of more technical final Golden Trail finals the last couple
Yeah.
years. And
But if
she did
she's,
get hurt at Tepec Trail too, which was pretty technical, I heard. So like she's just
yeah,
not if it is as technical as it looks, she's not as much of a favorite, in my opinion,
unless she just climbs like a mad woman with her fresh legs,
which she can
then
do.
she can do. If she can get, I would say like a 4 to 5 minute gap is what I would bet. If she can get that much of a gap, I think she's winning it, to be honest. If she only has a 2 minute gap, someone like Lauren Gregory or Malinosa can make that up on the downhill for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
Audie
also
Gibson, she freaking just
yes.
got third in the world at climbing.
And she's a good technical runner. Like she's just a good mountain athlete, so like she'll be fine on a course like this. I also see Christian Allen moving up quite a bit. Not necessarily because he's like a good technical runner per se, but he was fourth at uphill, so he's fairly fresh compared to a lot of these guys who have done like the short trail or the mountain classic. And like his performance in that uphill tells me that he's ready to rip.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I keep forgetting to Courtney Coppinger just crossed Mountain Classic. She's really good at downhill. Like we can't forget Sunapee when she made up all that ground. And Takaka just was 52nd in the short trail. She potentially is a little tired. So I could see people like Courtney Coppinger and Rachel Tomaszek potentially moving into that top 10 as well. Yeah, this is going to be interesting because also we noticed that Phalaris has the second half of her year. It seems like she's been running a little bit tired. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Sorry, that was the women. The men's side, yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think Taylor Stack is going to crush it. I think Christian Allen will move in top 10. Joey Hadorn is just an insane downhiller.
Yeah.
That guy's
And
crazy.
yeah, it's just going to be like how much of a gap can people make up on these like 20% climbs if they're not feeling like fresh or awake enough to demolish these downhills? Because I think you're definitely going to almost need to have fresh legs to be able to move well over what we've seen.
Yeah, no, definitely. And looking at Joey, he's also an orienteer. That doesn't surprise me, actually.
No, no. Yeah.
He just
Dude
finished
doesn't
his
have ankles.
season last week. Wait, is Judith Weeder not running?
She's not qualified, I believe, because she only ran Zagama.
Wow, that's crazy. I don't know why I just realized that. That is
Yeah.
so true. She didn't run.
She ran Zagama, Mont Blanc Marathon, and OCC this year.
That's right. Wow, Judith Weeder is not at the Gold Trail final. Insane.
Because I'm sure she was obviously planning on World Champs being like the end of her season and kind of a knockout day, but then she got taken out by bees.
Yeah, yeah, it's just crazy. This series has just evolved of like the cast of characters so much in the last few years. Um, yeah, it's super, super fascinating. Okay, anything else?
I don't think so. I think
Y-
I'm
We should
just,
make your
yeah, I'm just
picks.
going to be curious to see how, because Greg obviously moved the season around to kind of make up for world championships, not necessarily the final, but the end of the season ended a long time ago as opposed to ending in September like it normally does. So I'm curious to just see like how that works out for athletes. Like if it was
Yeah,
enough to just move those races or if this final also maybe needed to be pushed back. Because like Skyrunner final's not until November. So that's kind of just my own little curiosity of I feel like this year was a big experiment year in terms of like world championships, UTMB, Golden Trail, like all happening at once.
yeah, no, I couldn't agree more because 2 years ago, I remember the athletes who did the triple of, I think it was like Zagama World Champs Mont Blanc Marathon. By the time they got to UTMB, a lot of them were cooked. A vast
Yeah.
majority, like had some rough goes. And so now, yeah, this race is kind of at that point now where it's like UTMB World Champs. How does that third race go? And I think a lot of it goes to race selection and what did your first 6 months of the year look like?
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
were
are
you
you just
chilling?
absolutely toast now?
Yeah. Because I mean, a lot of these athletes, you have to think they started in April.
And some of them took breaks in the
Some of them
middle
took
and
breaks.
some
Yep.
very much did not.
Yeah. So it is super, super fascinating. All right, picks, podium. Hit it.
Okay. We're gonna assume that Caroline's not there, right?
Yeah, I will say because she would be on they would be
She would
pumping
be
it
on the
up.
top 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're assuming that Caroline's not there. So I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna put Anna Gibson in third, Lauren Gregory in second, and oh shoot, I'm gonna go Madalina in first, actually, I think.
Yeah. Oh, here they have it. Yeah, Flores is running. Yeah, Caroline is not listed. Okay. Um, Sorry, say that one more time. Lauren, Anna,
Anna
Madalina.
Gibson in third, Lauren Gregory in second, Madalina in first.
I'm thinking, y'all. I'm just gonna switch Lauren and Madalina.
You
I'm gonna
think
go
Lauren wins?
Anna, Madalina, Lauren. Yeah, because Lauren
Yeah,
beat her at Tepec Trail.
but
Like,
supposedly she hurt herself and walked a lot of it. I mean, I don't know how much of a lead Lauren had anyways,
yeah,
but
yeah, and
I think that that podium could honestly be pretty switched
yeah,
around.
and I think Joyce and Malin are right there,
Yep.
like right there. Yeah,
And
I actually think all of the Americans that are currently in the top 15 are going to be in the top 10, to be
yeah, I
honest.
would agree.
Like Rachel, it seems like she's rebounded from her like lull that she had, and Rachel is like a serial like always in the top 10. And I think Courtney coming off of the classic, I think she's ready to roll. Yeah, I think all of them are going to be in the top 10.
She's
Yeah,
raced like quite a bit, but nothing she's raced has been long.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
men's podium. You go first this time.
Uh, you laughed at me.
Yeah,
What place did Patrick get at Worlds?
third.
Third. 30. So he ran 39:20 and Christian Allen ran 39:28. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna put Patrick third, Philemon second, Elhousine first. Because it's like statistically, it's gonna be them on the podium. Christian Allen's right there, exactly like Broken Arrow. Like I think Christian Allen is an agitator in the race. Like
Yeah.
he's a very big, like king's chess pin, but I don't know if he's gonna. It's hard because like Christian could also win, and I wouldn't be surprised. But it's like some combo those four. But I'll just put my money where the stats are, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if
yeah.
those three guys are racing, 98% chance they're on the podium.
Yep.
Okay.
And probably same amount of chance that they're going to be in a sprint finish.
Yeah, exactly. Is someone
Uh,
paying you to do that?
yeah. I'll go same podium, except I will put Philemon on top and Elhousine in second.
All right.
I feel like it's
Yeah,
his time, you know?
yeah, no, definitely. Vilmon has showed he can beat Elhousine too at Nole.
And at last year's race in San Francisco, Headlands. It's like, what was the name of that race?
Elhousine won that though.
Did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Elhousine won both of them last year.
Oh, you're so right. But Philemon was right there.
Yeah, they have that sick like drone
Switchback footage.
footage,
Yeah.
which is like imprinted, lives rent free in my brain, as the kids say.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna go with Philemon this time.
I love that. I
The
love that.
dude needs a shot. I mean, he has a win at Sears and all in Noli, but he doesn't have a win like in these sprint finishes that we know we're gonna get.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I double checked Elhousine one, but all right, folks, that's the Golden Trail World Series final. Just a quick announcement, though. Do not forget that there's another big race happening in North America this weekend, which is the Kodiak UTMB Kodiak North American Major. So anyone who finishes in the top 10 in the 50K, the 100K, and the 100 mile gets automatic entry to the UTMB finals. A couple of names to highlight there in the 50K. We have Hayden Hawks, Anthony Costales, Caleb Olson, Tabor Hemming, Jane Moss, Claire DeVoe, McKenna Morley, who I think is going to absolutely crush it. So yeah, keep an eye out for those results. It's going to be a fun race. They did change the course a little bit. It's a little shorter than this edition was a couple years ago. So if you're looking at finish times of a loved one, definitely calculate a little bit faster.
Yeah, is this the same course that they did last year,
No, it's the same one we did from
2 years ago? They're back to that one.
23. but it's not. Like we went all
Yeah.
the way to this ski thing on the first out and back, and they actually turn around sooner, so it's closer to an actual 50K. Because I think last time we all thought it was a 50K, and then you watch like classic, it's like 30 miles, and then there was a sign that said 4 miles to go, and I was like, wait, what? What is
Small
going on?
tear rolls down my
Exactly.
face.
Exactly. Yeah,
Uh,
but honestly though, this 50K, the women too, Julia Font is showing up there instead of Golden Trail. Um, but this matchup between Caleb Olson, Hayden Hawks, and Anthony Costales, pretty
pretty
exciting.
sick.
I don't
Yeah,
think they've raced in a 50K.
probably not.
No, and those are all like fast dudes. So I'm excited for that one.
I don't know that all three of them have lined up to race at all because by the time Caleb Olson was on the scene for Western States, Costales was out and
Yeah,
Hayden was in. And
yeah.
then by the time, yeah, no, I don't know that they've ever raced each other that we, can recollect at this moment. So that'll be fun. And in a 50K, no less,
Yeah,
not
seriously.
100K.
Well, quickly out of those, who do you think wins? That's a
Shoot.
fun one.
That is a fun one. I mean, I'm gonna go Hayden.
Yeah, Hayden just like I don't think the only 50K he's recently lost was to Poopy end of last year after
At
CCC.
Julian Alps or something?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's some other names like Cole Watson and Brian Whitfield is another
But
one.
Cole just raced a UT. He just won a UTMB race like last weekend, so I wonder if he's still planning on racing
Oh, really?
because he wouldn't even need a qualifier anymore.
Let's see really quick. Uh, I don't
Oh,
know which
sorry, no,
one.
I'm thinking Cole Campbell. Cole
Oh
Watson.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
Cole
yeah.
Watson is Brooks. He's been
Yeah.
injured, I think, most of the year.
Yeah.
And yeah, he did really well at Canyon's 50K. So anyways, I'm actually really excited because I'll be commentating, y'all. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm really excited to like follow this 50K because it's I didn't think it was gonna be stacked, but some names have shown up, which is really exciting. At one point, Andrew Blondes was also listed as well,
And then he
which
was probably like, I was third in the world, so I'm taking a break now.
or maybe honestly with the like the rule change. He was
Oh,
like, "Oh, I
yeah.
actually don't need to qualify." Let's see if this will
Yeah,
pull
because
up
his
now.
index is high enough that he'll automatically get to wait until June.
Yeah, let's just make sure he's not in there because that would be crazy. Nope, Eric Lagerstorm, Mackay Clemens, actually, Cade Michael.
Mackay's also very fast, so is
Yeah.
Cade Michael. Yeah, that men's 50K is gonna be ripping. You're gonna have fun
Oh,
commentating.
dude, oh my gosh, guys. Fake news on my side. Hayden moved to the 100K.
No, just two
Yeah.
days ago he was in the
It just
50K.
updated. It just updated on my browser. I clicked update.
Okay, well, Hayden's not gonna win the 50K then.
Well, the 100K now is Eli, Chad, and Hayden, Michelinos, and Siri. Like, what? Damn it. Hayden, I
Everybody's
would have
last
loved
minute
to see
signing
the
up for
50K. Gosh.
Kodiak. Okay, well
Uh,
then now my pick is Costales.
okay. Yeah, he's just so freaking fast, man.
If he's
I don't,
healthy, he's so fast.
Caleb has to be fast,
Yeah.
like, to
We just
run
don't
that
know his
fast at
marathon
Western.
PR.
We don't know his marathon PR, but a healthy Costales is scary. And then, yeah, on the women's side, I feel like I just have to give it to McKenna because it's a fast course and she's fresh. Like she just
Yeah,
ran a
most of these
110
other
like 2 months ago. So the speed is there. It's not like she ran that a year ago, you know?
and most of the women's field is coming off of world champs.
Yeah, we also have Lindsay Allison in here. Dude, oh no, it updated. Andrew Blondes is in it.
Oh,
Dude,
dang.
dang it.
I'm still gonna go Costales because Andrew did just run worlds.
Yeah, and he has to travel and stuff like that. But the dude's
Yep.
fast.
Yes.
He actually has the fastest PR. Didn't he run 210?
Yes.
Dude. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to commentate this. This is gonna be sick. So yeah, check out Kodiak, guys. All right. This has been the Stuff Up Podcast. Bye.
Bye.